This is Storm Brian, the second named storm of the season, seen here on the satellite image as an emerging area of cloud in the mid-Atlantic. And during the next 24 hours, Brian will rapidly deepen over the open waters of the Atlantic, becoming a well-developed autumn depression by the time Brian reaches the UK. Now, Brian will weaken somewhat as it arrives into the UK. But following on from the effects of Ophelia earlier in the week, there is the risk of significant impacts for parts of the Republic of Ireland, and there's also the risk of impacts to parts of the UK. As a result, southern and western parts of England and Wales are now covered by a yellow wind warning. And within this general area, we are expecting gusts to be widely in excess of 50 miles an hour, with coastal areas expected to see gusts around 70 miles an hour. Now, the strongest winds will arrive into western parts of England and Wales early Saturday morning, before gradually those strong winds transferring eastwards across the country by late morning and early afternoon. The strong winds will coincide as well with high tides, bringing the potential for dangerous waves in places. Now, later Saturday, Brian will start to pull away, but still the risk of strong winds, particularly in the northwest and for Northern Ireland. Later Sunday, however, Brian will start to pull away and we're going to see improving conditions across the country. It's really during the first half of the weekend that Storm Brian brings impacts to the British Isles. Now, of course, Brian is a typical area of low pressure, the sort that we often see in the autumn and the winter. But those wind strengths can cause impacts to transport and to power supplies. And the potential for dangerous waves also brings risks to coastal routes and communities, as well as the potential for flooding of homes. Now, not everyone will be affected by wind and waves, but it's important that those who will be affected are aware of the risks. That's why we name these storms, that's why we issue weather warnings, and you can keep up to date with all the developments through the Met Office website, through the app, and via our social media channels.